Morentgranted. Hello everyone, welcome to the first video from Medora Entertainment. If this video is successful, you can be sure to see more videos like this one in the future, so stay tuned. As of the day this video is to be uploaded, which is February 2nd, 2019, Noggin is a brand of Viacom that has existed in one form or another since 1999. Specifically, it has existed in three forms. First, an internet-based TV channel for older kids and preteens that existed between 1999 and 2002, an educational TV channel for preschoolers that existed between 2002 and 2009, and an app based off of the educational channel. For many watching this video, the name Noggin will mean nothing to them, but for many people born in the late 90s and 2000s, myself included, Noggin was a staple of childhood. I personally remember watching Noggin when I came home from daycare and first grade back in the late 2000s, as well as watching some of these Noggin tapes that my father recorded back in the early 2000s. So to do this brand justice, I present to you the first ever video on YouTube that covers the history of Noggin, a video that explains what it was, what it has become, and the legacy it has created. In 1998, Nickelodeon and Children's Television Workshop, now known as Sesame Workshop, had a dream to create the first mainstream educational and internet-based channel for kids. So on April 28, 1998, the two companies joined forces and invested $100 million into the project, which was to be called Noggin after the slang term forehead to reflect the channel's educational focus. DW proposed that the channel should have advertisements like Nick Jr. Education, that is against commercializing education, happened to tell you 25 million subscribers. The channel featured a very 90s style to it, with bright colors, 90s pop art, and abstract Art Deco styling. It had a mascot named Fred, spelled Phre. Dylan. Noggin's other shows included classic Sesame Street, The Electric Company, No Not That One, Let's Just Pretend That One Never Existed, That's the One, Bill Nye the Science Guy, 321, Contact, Ghost Rider, and some shows for preschoolers like Allegra's Windows. It featured a website with online for the various commercials on other networks, programming blocks on other networks, and various sweepstakes. Many people thought of this new channel as a threat to BBS, as Noggin mainly aired programs that aired on PBS in years past. In response to this, and because starting to look dated anyway, December 2001. Also in 2001, the Jim Henson Company sold its share of Noggin and its rights, the Sesame Street Muppets, to Sesame Workshop, which left UB as the only show for preschoolers on Noggin, and so in March 2002 announced that Noggin would be divided into two blocks, one for younger children and one for older children and preteens. And so on April Fool's Day 2002, Tom's plans were carried out. Noggin was transformed into a network for preschoolers, and to fill the void that Noggin left behind, the End was launched, which was aimed at preteens and teenagers characters. With this new Noggin also came a new styling, which was very arts and crafts and colorful. There was also a new mascot named Feet, Face, and aquamarine anthropomorphic head with legs that would introduce shows and play games with his viewers in between shows. There were also storytime shorts. Fairy tale would be told. This new look wouldn't last long, as a shift in creative directors and management caused the network to receive yet another facelift in April 2003. This introduced the Noggin that most are familiar with, a Noggin with even more arts and craftsy styling, designed to evoke a preschool, and a new hosts and his friends. When the slogan "It's like preschool on TV anyway" in 2007, Noggin in the end became their own separate Networks rather than sharing the same channel. Build a Channel was renamed at Nick Jr. retained its Noggin styling with Moose and Z in the preschool styling until 2012 when the channel was rebranded entirely, and so the Noggin brand lay dormant for quite a few years. Fans wondered if their beloved channel was gone for good. Luckily it wasn't gone for long, as on January 29, 2015 it was announced that Noggin was going to be relaunched as a video app with subscription from 2003 to 2009.